When you look at Istanbul and when you look at these Turkish-U.S. relations, does it mean that actually the markets today are starting to at least price in a more volatile geopolitical environment, or is it just that it was a flash crash because there was so much concern surrounding Turkish lira?
I would tend to go with the flash crash, but it's very emotional ground, Turkey, of course, going back all the way to the Cuban Missile Crisis. So anything that suggests that it's moving more into a Russian orbit in respect to Middle East policy and so on, as I said, it's emotional ground. So as I understand, this is all occurring, the story is at least at a relatively low level, that a local employee allegedly of the consulate has been arrested for alleged participation in the plot. And so I think the idea is that this can be sorted out as it goes up through the government. If it can't, then clearly a pretext is being created in order to deteriorate relations. So I don't think we've got full information yet. In other words, the market naturally attaches a risk premium. My instinct is that these risk premiums, like we saw the morning of Trump's election or Brexit, are overdone, and the tendency is to fade them. But I think we need more information to be truly confident in that.
Peter, let me bring you over to my lira drop chart, and so you can see that it was quite exacerbated and it was quite quickly. It fell some 6% at some point. Again, is this kind of the way that the market is just positioned, or is this more of investors taking a real bet that there's something ugly out there?
Well, I mean, Turkey has been the centre of attention geopolitically for quite some time now. We had the coup last year. We've had, I think, increasing tensions between Erdogan and the Western world in terms of the way policy is being conducted. So I think as soon as you get the kind of issues that we've been hearing over the past few hours, markets tend to take fright because they think, William said, this is the thin end of perhaps a bigger wedge. And it may well dissipate quite quickly, but I think it is the markets telling us, we don't necessarily like everything that's going on with Turkey, and as we've heard, it may well be Turkey moving away a little bit from the Western orbit.